shot deep. Open target. From left to right, sets up. All down. Watch who's gonna set up. He's gonna go for the and fell from the sky into air icing.
Good evening, CFSL. I'm getting crazy here. But welcome to Oregon at Ohio State. You have Beard and Dominic. Dominic, how are you tonight?
Man, I'm excited. I am looking for a good matchup between the Ducks and the Buckeyes.
Well, we have a beautiful, calm, slightly chilly night. Light wind coming in. But it looks to be an exciting one as Oregon looks to right their season. Ohio State looks to continue pounding the ball. As that return out to 27. Oregon's going to come out first. What do you expect to see here, Dom?
Well, let me get you my points after this play real fast.
Okay. As they step back, he dumps out of the backfield to Orlowski. He's going to lose 2, bring up 2nd and 12.
So yeah, Justin. Pretty much the keys I'm looking for this Ohio State offense. Jalen Tyree has absolutely been a phenom this year, but the Oregon Ducks defense is also stingy. Not so quite the other way around. Let's see if this Oregon Ducks offense can really take advantage of the Ohio State defense.
They're going to come out in a 2 tight ends, empty to the top. The handoff to Rollo. He's going to take it out. He's going to pick up a good gain of 5. Going to bring up 3rd and 7.
So love the way the offensive line blocked and let him get out there. Third and somewhat manageable.
It's so ingrained in my brain at this point. He's Orlowski to me. He's like a Russian. As he comes out of the backfield, he slings it deep, throws it over. Almost intercepted. Du Bois goes 0 for 1 as Corky Wilder almost comes away with a pick.
I said, would nice to see Corky Wilder get his first interception of the season.
As that one's returned 9 yards by Ethan Flowers. We're positive in the CFSL now as that was knocked down. I thought these. Never mind. I'll come back to it in a minute. Ohio State comes out 2-by-2 single back out of the backfield, going to go up top, throws it underneath as Jalen Tyree deflects his own pass.
It seems to me that would be a stat for an incomplete pass, not a deflected pass. Unfortunately, it looks like the receiver had his eyes upfield, not on the ball.
Trips to the top. They hand off underneath. That's a good 6-yard run by Emily Davis as Ohio State looks to get her running early. What I was going to say earlier, the thing that really Ohio State has a bunch of kind of odd uniform combinations. These are always the black numbers on the shoulders. As they come out in the pistol, going to throw the screen. Got blockers out front. She can get there. She gets the first 8 yards. Going to bring up 1st and 10 as Oregon now looking to just slow them down as they look to make Emily Davis a big part of their game plan apparently.
And actually, Justin, that's going to be Emily's 35th reception this season.
She bolts out to the top. They're going to throw the slant. Slant goes to number 11, Lincoln Martin. He's going to pick up 13 and a first. They look like they have some momentum.
Yeah, it looks to me like they're moving, but also keep in mind, this Oregon defense is very stingy, especially with Demetrius Toon with 2 picks on the year.
That's a great point. Coming out in the modified offset pistol as Emily bolts out. Going to throw again underneath. That's 11. That's Lincoln Martin again for 6. Looks like he's backing up 6 to 6 to 6.
You know, 2nd and manageable here. I'm going to go ahead and pound the drum nice and early. Let's go ahead and get some big boy love. Look to see John Don get involved in this.
As they come out in the empty, trips to the top. Looking. Toad's too long. Apparently gets that one out. He's lucky they didn't call that a fumble as he goes 3 for 5.
No, Tyree's going to be happy to get that back. That was just a blink away from being called a fumble.
Some might. Snap goes over the middle. 98. He's going to break the tackles. Oh, my gosh. You called it. John Don over the middle, 25 yards. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
So that's just beautiful big man running right there. I love seeing the tight end being utilized in the end zone. Hit him over the middle, let that big body just kind of force its way. They're known to break a couple before they just go down willingly. That was just beautiful execution by the Buckeyes. Not entirely what I had in the mind out of Oregon to start this game, but it is on the road. So let's see if they can get it in gear here.
Oregon's going. They take it right inside their goal line. He runs it up the seam. He's going to take it 29 yards. Going to be about at the 23 maybe.
It looks about right to me. You know what, Justin, I'm going to be real with you. I would really like to see a lot of production tonight out of Emily Davis out of the backfield. Coming into the night, she was 65 carries for 303 yards. Just hand it off.
Update from Twitch after this play. Going to come out in that offset pistol. Handoff. Berlasky refuses to go down. That's a lot of running for 0 yards.
And you know what? Somebody who hasn't had a lot of love this year, Leo Manzo. Leo Manzo would absolutely look to have a stellar game tonight.
You got an update for us, Dom?
Yeah, I got the update.
Berlasky
right.
Takes a huge run for 12.
Yeah, Berlasky just had 12 yards, and we just got a 60-yard touchdown pass to Ahmad Williams as Vatek goes up 7-0 on the U with 5:53 in the first.
Here we go. Going to come out in trips to the bottom of your screen. Look like a late sub out there. He's going to come in motion now. Going to go to the top, make it a true 2x2 base set. Sets back on his feet. Throw. That's Gully for 4. Gully takes the Dubois pass, but he could have turned inside. Instead, turns out, and it takes him out of bounds.
Hey, business decision. Live to see another play.
Tied in at the bottom of your screen, 3 receivers to the top. They're going to run to the weak side of the field. Berlasky's only going to pick up 3, but it's going to make it a third and manageable.
Yeah, one of the biggest head scratches this season to me has been the fact that Berlasky coming in over 500 yards rushing, only 3 touchdowns on the season.
Hey, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to get it in. And there's too long, and ends up taking a sack from McDuffie. And that's going to be on the dollar menu here soon.
McDuffie just absolutely bullied the center there and just got straight to the backfield.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a great point. There's really not a dollar menu anymore. It's $2. Oh, shrugs the first man, Flowers does. The second man, he does not.
You know, you've actually got me sitting here going through like a Rolodex of fast food thinking, is there anywhere that actually does have a dollar menu anymore?
No. As the snap goes back to Tyree. Throws underneath again. Well, if it's not our good friend Lincoln Martin for 10 yards, picks up a first.
That 3 catches, 29 yards. It's an early start to what could be a large receiving production day for Lincoln.
It gets really easy calling games when they just keep giving it to the same 2 people as Emily takes it on her. Oh, she just runs over. Emily Davis gets 3. The 3 yards is not impressive, but the fact she just bulldozed 2 Oregon Ducks is.
Nope. I think the number on that Mack truck read 45, if you ask me.
Theo Marcos. As look, there's an underneath throw. That one goes Jalen Tyree to. Oh, he dropped it. Who was that? Somebody get that man some gloves. Was that Crenshaw? Is that what you said?
I believe it was Crenshaw.
Halfback 2. Hadrian Crenshaw. It's just from the jug machine as Tyree throws outside to Eden Ballard for 12, but that gets the first that they were looking for. That's Ballard's first touch of the night.
You know, if you ask me, I believe every receiver should always have a session with the jugs machine. Doesn't matter who you are.
Well, he's a halfback 2, so he may not get very many of those. 2 by 2. Gonna break out in the bottom. Look at that. Great throw, great catch. Breaking off. Got a man to miss. Can he get another? Oh, so close.
The tank just runs out in a flag.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's devastating.
Dreaded clipping call.
On our buddy Lincoln Martin,
called your name too many
nonetheless.
times. And it brings them all the way back to 1st and 5. Touchdown probably taken away. As we have an update on Twitch, what do you got for us, Dom?
Yeah, I've got a 6-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Irvin, and Miami has tied it up at 7 with 3:57 in the first.
As Ballard picks up 4, going to bring up 2nd and 1.
You know, Justin, I don't think it takes Nostradamus to predict this, but I think we know who this ball's going to here.
Yeah, Lincoln Martin. There's the throw. Oh, it's not. It's your boy. He breaks the tackle.
That is John Juan Don at your service. That is rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling down there for the 1st and goal situation.
Oh, I lost service for a minute. That was weird.
Ah, welcome back.
He was on. He wasn't. 1st and goal from the 9. Don't need no first downs to be gotten here. Got to get it in to keep going. Throws underneath. That's Don again. Don's going to pick up 7 to the 2.
Looks like the offense is trying to pay Don with the touchdown this time.
Oregon looks a little bit lost on defense as to what to do with this high-powered offense. As Tyree steps back to throw again. Throws. Oh, no. The pass deflection by Tyrone Evans.
See, I think some of these teams have ears on us when we're calling things, because that seemed like a very personal breakup.
Worse than the American-British breakup as Jalen Tyree holds it too long, takes a sack for 8. That's A.J. Lucier. 1 tackle for a loss. 1 tackle, 1 4th and goal.
And that makes Lucier's 5th sack on the season, leads the team. I believe he's got the same as the entire defense combined.
It's all Lucier. As the kick is up and good.
Well, Justin, here's the important question. So Oregon's been looking like it's duck season out there so far. What do they need to do to get back into this?
They need to take the gun away and get their own offense firing on all cylinders, and not just Ohio State dictate how this is going to play out.
No, absolutely. I would love to see Daxton Bliss, Isaiah Lowe, just get both juniors, just get involved. Let them feel themselves, get them out in space. Got to make something happen.
As they hand off to Rolaski out the outside. Oof. Rolaski takes a big, if anything. That 15 yards to 109 is going to be a big story if we keep going.
No, absolutely, no kidding. And that's 6 carries for 18 yards. It looks like Oregon is not afraid to die on the ground. Hats off to them.
That is the hill they are choosing to die on tonight. 2 tight ends, 2 wide. They're going to go straight up the middle as Rolaski picks up 8. That's where he's more comfortable.
See, they're right on cue. We say this is the hill they choose to die on, and then boom, absolutely just go ahead and put 8 yards on the ground.
Here come out single tight end to the top of your screen, 2 receivers. As he throws, as Dubois is now 1 for 3. That's going to bring up 4th and 2.
Looks to me like both
109 to
offenses
23.
have had drop throw scares.
The drops are contagious. Punts away. Turn for about, I don't know. Oh, what's this flag going to be?
We tacking
Ready
face mask
clipping flag. No.
Nope.
No face masks on returns, only clippings. As Corky Wilder gets called for that one. That's going to back them way up. It's going to turn okay field position.
No. Like say it took okay field position into yikes field position.
Yeah, good to bad. Trips to the top of your screen. Ohio State choosing to throw. Oof. Ethan Flowers runs over the first man for 11 yards, picks up first.
So Ohio State is really comfortable just passing this ball around. They're not really one-dimensional. They're not going to live and die by one player. They're not afraid to really execute getting everybody a touch.
Well, that's kind of been their go-to for the year. They throw more than they run. As they back up, looking, throws deep That man wide open. Is that our boy? That's Lincoln Martin.
D-O-T dot. What a frozen rope to the boundary.
You did not know this, but Lincoln Martin is majoring in Department of Transportation. Received that dot.
We'll be here all night, ladies.
Trip to the top of your screen. Trip to the top of your screen, single or single back. Tyree holds it, throws it away. Nobody open.
You know, we might have to go to the producers, but I don't know which joke was worse, the DOT joke or my jet plane jokes.
They'll probably say me. Looking, throws, just drops it in the bread basket. Almost stays in as Ethan Flowers gets it. I hear we'll later tonight.
There's a rumbling that air traffic control's got a jet in sight at 8:30 kickoff.
Yeah, that will be a battle of wheels. Now they're gonna come out in that
very lovely put.
Split option. Oh no! Emily Davis gets laid out. There was no good option there. Pitch or keep, they were going down.
No, and actually that was just straight girl on girl violence. Naomi Marcella came up and just laid the lumber.
Well, I know this much. Kid is very familiar with the triple option. They throw underneath, got a man. Actually, a woman. That's Emily Davis. She's going to pick up all but two of it. Single back, three wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. The walk-on stays on the block. Tyree tries to do it himself, and he does, untouched with a late hit there by number 55. I'm looking to see who that is. Is that a walk-on?
I believe it is.
Little.
And you know what, Justin? Correct me if I'm wrong. That little run-in by Tyree looked a little Jay Duke-esque, if you ask me.
There's another one down here at the bottom. You have to scroll down a little bit. As we have an update from Twitch, what do you got for us, though?
Well,
we have a half.
I was like, it's half batched. Hold on.
It's cooking. Let it cook.
It's in the pressure pot at the moment, if you will.
Let it cook as Bliss Jr. picks up 29. Could come out double receivers at the top. Throws. Coming backwards, that's Matthew Goley. Probably could have had 5 or 6, but only gets 3.
Hey, you know what, Justin? That looked like a 3-yard reception to me, but over there on the Twitch, there's a 9-yard touchdown pass to Patrick Sullivan for Va Tech as they take the 14-7 lead with 10 seconds in the first.
Let's be honest. Everything's a 3-yard reception for you.
Short king problems.
As that's going to bring us to the end of the first. 17-0 Ohio State out in front. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL and PX1 on YouTube. As we're back for the second quarter. Going to come out. Tight end in motion. Motion's up to the top. Throws underneath. Got a man. That's Goley for 6, 3rd and 2. Goley appears to be the popular target for Oregon.
See, yeah, you'd think that, but also don't forget Isaiah Love. Isaiah Love does lead in receptions this season.
Well, unfortunately for Love, we have not loved calling his name tonight because it hasn't happened. As Rolaski gets it up the middle, that's where he likes it. It's 11 yards and a first down.
Rolaski was just a shoestring away from being able to take one to the crib. Ohio State's lucky.
Oh, underneath. Incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd 10.
Well, it looked to me like Dubois was just thrown to a ghost out there for a second.
And maybe
And
seeing
not-
ghosts. He's not Patrick Swayze. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Underneath the row. That's Bob McRoberts. 6 yards. His first catch of the night.
You know, Justin, if that's the way we're going to go with ghosts, I'd take that instead of the 13 ghosts.
Well, you know. You take what you get. You can't pitch a fit.
That is valid.
3rd and 4, trips to the top of your screen, single tight end. They like to run down here to this weak side of the field. Not going to. Going to throw to the tight end down here, though. 5 yards, Bob McRoberts.
And that's going to make 7 catches on the season for Bob McRoberts.
I'm starting to notice a trend here. When they come out in that no receiver to one side, they go where the receivers aren't. As Verlasky gets this one, but he's met immediately and loses 3. That'll be Kane Hargrave, 3 tackles and for a loss.
Well, Justin, while you're just up here giving away their traits and secret, hopefully nobody on Ohio State's sidelines has a button for us to hear that info.
If they didn't figure it out on their own, that's on them. They're probably not going to be able to use it. Verlasky outside, going to get his 3 yards back. Going to make it 3rd and 10.
No, but meanwhile, Jeremy Schultz just came out there and just lit a match on that hit.
Absolutely. I hear you have an update for us.
Yeah, we got an 8-yard touchdown pass to Daniel Brown, and Miami has decided back up again, 14-all with 7:13 in the second.
Looking, sits. Dubois holds it too long. Claude takes a sack, loses 8 yards.
Had enough time to burp it, file some taxes, look at the takeout menu, and just absolutely swallowed up. And I believe that's actually a walk-on with the sack. No, it's Mike Diamond.
Looking.
My bad. It's Mike Diamond.
Is he another one of those hiding at the bottom? Whoa.
No, it was hiding at the top.
Oh, yeah, he's the first one. Good call. And here comes the punt as 4th and 18 proves too dangerous. Ooh, almost had a before the brand moment. Doesn't.
No, that ball would have had to whoa up as soon as it made contact with the ground.
Ohio State going to come out looking to add to their lead. Tyree pulls his best Dubois impersonation and holds it too long and gets sacked for 8. 2nd and 18.
Yep, I'm going to be real with you. For Heatherton, your first tackle of the night is a tackle for loss and a sack. I don't think you can be too bad about how you're starting, albeit might be a little bit slow, but hey, Diesel's had the cold start.
Just plug them up. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Going to hand it off as a fake. Tyree's got plenty of room to the outside. Makes a man miss. Going to get 22 and a first.
Oh, we'll tack that onto the team highlight reel. That was just a beautiful scamper there by Tyree.
Tyree runs for 22, bringing his total to 8.
We're not going to talk about that stat.
Tyree going to bring his team out in an empty set. Plenty of time. Throws underneath to Don. Don going to run some people over at 13 yards.
Juan Don just chucked somebody out the throw. That was a fake ID bounce if I've seen one.
Looks like Ohio State's trying to say that they should be the #1 team. They throw over the middle. There's our boy. He's been quiet for a minute, but Lincoln Martin's back for 14 yards.
Well, Justin, to be fair, if you're Ohio State, you've got to think that you've got a shot at being called #1. Unfortunately, I think there's an orange and blue team in the SEC that would like to have a word about that.
Well, I don't know. I would bring into question strength of schedule as the throw goes underneath. I thought he was going to get back up. Flowers picks up 7, makes a 2nd and 3.
What an unfortunate.
Because you would have to ask yourself, what would be the better win if this game were to continue this direction, a blowout over Oregon or a blowout over Tennessee? As Tyree steps back, throws underneath, and John Don picks up 3.
Well, I don't know. I think you'd have to look into see if either team has played another team out of their conference in the other person's conference, and I would like to point to Auburn's first week 1 win over Michigan.
It's what have you done for me lately, though? And the Oregon win, in my opinion, would probably be the better win. Gonna drop down to trips. The walk-on comes back to block. That's Don again. That point gets three. Sorry.
Oh, right now it feels like John Don has been doing all of the things lately for Ohio State. It's just taking over this quarter.
Well, between John Don and Lincoln Martin, Tyree is well taken care of as he fakes the handoff and says, fine, don't talk about me, I'll just run. Tyree, 25 yards, going to extend the lead pending extra point, 24-0 for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Seems to me like Tyree is making a statement on why he needs to be named Offensive Player of the Week.
Yet wants that title. I'm not sure. I'd have to check with our producers. I don't know that he's ever won it.
No, but this game tape is absolutely going to make it a great conversation piece on the Cole Mantell show, where we hear them state their cases for who deserves to win, each position of the week. Definitely making a strong argument here.
Daxton Bliss going to bring it out 22 yards. I hear you have an update for us, Dom.
Yeah, we got a 54-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Irvin as Miami goes up 21-14 with 4:37 in the second.
As Dubois steps up, throws over the middle, takes a hard shot, but delivers another great shot to Eastland. That's his first catch, and middle is open.
Just a beautiful shot over the middle, put it exactly where it needed to be. Probably going to want to take an ice bath tonight after that hit, but hey, that is a shot in the system that Oregon has desperately needed.
Chat talking about getting weird. That's weird. As they got a little bit of motion out of tight end. He's going to split out, though. They throw underneath again to the middle. That's Matthew Goley for 8. Going to bring up 2nd and 2. Don't look now, but they're...
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Looks like the Ducks are starting to get a little weird to me.
The total yards a little weird. As Dubois stands back there, throws another one under the middle. That's going to be Daxton Bliss Jr. for 7. That may be his first catch. It is.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Oh, absolutely.
Now we're going to come out looking for a little bit of continuation. Oh, they test the outside this time. Catch him sleeping out there as Goley picks up 11. They're nickel and diming them to death.
Hey, if that's what they're going to have to do to get points on the board and try to put a fight in the game, nickel and dime them Tom Brady style.
And this is the time to do it because the clock is still on your side. Tight end in motion to the bottom of your screen, stays in the block. Everybody stays in the max protect block. He still throws it away as Dubois is now 9 for 13.
Do you throw it away? It looks like it was intended to go out there to the flat. It looks like it just sat a little bit high on him.
Definitely a throwaway. Steps back. Throws. Got a man! Wide open! Isaiah Love Jr., 27 yards. Way to get on the scene, Isaiah Love.
I'd love to hear that. What a way to make your presence felt. Go get you one, big fella.
That's going to take our score. Oh, they're going for it. Here come out tight into the bottom. Basically trips. Looking. Plenty of time. Holds. Well, I can't find anything he likes. Loses 7 and no good on the 2.
I'd like to think Dubois just didn't have his head on a swivel. The back was wide open straight out of the backfield. Quick dump off. That makes it a 2-possession game.
Now here comes Lincoln Martin out of the back. 20 to bring up about the 20 anyway. What does Ohio State do to answer back now?
To be honest with you, what Ohio State's done the entire first half. Whatever they want, however they want. I really think that they could take advantage of the clock here.
And they don't run it. Unless it's with Tyree. As Tyree takes over on the outside. Run it, people, over. 14 yards. Tyree said, I'm the best running quarterback in the league.
I was getting ready to say, I was like, you sure they don't run it?
I was trying to say in the lessons with off before I could finish. Trips to the bottom, and then they run it again. As Emily Davis picks up 8.
Are you sure they don't run it, Justin?
I mean, hey, look, some teams run it, some teams just pretend to run it.
Nah, I'd like to see them hitting the ground a couple more times.
You control the clock as Tyree throws it out of the backfield to Emily Davis, or is that? Yeah, it's Emily Davis. She has one of those weird offensive lineman numbers, or those weird running back numbers.
You see, now that you brought attention to it earlier, you're right. The black shoulder numbers really are just jarring.
Yeah, it's just really weird. Gonna hand it off to the backup, or he's not a backup. That's Hadrian Crenshaw, and Crenshaw just does the most with it. Well, okay, I said backup, but in my brain I was thinking walk-on. He's not a walk-on. He is the backup.
You know, it's crazy because I know you said backup, but I knew you also meant walk-on. So somehow we were on the same wavelength saying so
Look,
wrong.
over here at Auburn, we're not so much worried about education as we are winning football games. As Crenshaw's going to take the direct snap. Is that a Wildcat? I don't know what you typed. You deleted it too fast. I was watching the game. Oh.
Yeah, Justin, can you remember the last time you saw Ohio State running the Wildcat? That felt weird.
I mean, every play has the potential to basically be the Wildcat with Tyree back there as Tyree tries to pick up the first and ends up getting nothing.
No, but JT Taylor absolutely just laid down the thunderstick on that.
The thunderstick. Thundercats, ho! Single back, trips to the bottom of your screen. Throws underneath, got a man. That's going to pick up 13 as I'm out to try to preserve some clock.
Crazy call there. Not sure I agree.
I mean, I just don't want to preserve time for my opponent to score. As Don drops it. Oh, no.
And see, and now you're really starting to leave time for Oregon, who's now starting to field themselves. If you only come up here with 3, you really shoot yourself in the foot if Oregon comes back and scores.
As long as they only field themselves, it's all good. As Tyree chucks this one to the Oregon cheer squad.
No, absolutely. Always consensually field yourself. Absolutely.
You're calling from a prison cell. Trips to the bottom of your screen, single receiver up top. Throws underneath. Ooh, fits in a tight window. He came back, though. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. Now Oregon might consider taking a timeout.
No, this is decision time. Okay, they're going for 3.
All right, cue the Jeopardy music.
And then we both stop.
Yeah, you had me way off on that one. It's do 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 do. All right, I can't do it.
No, we can't stay in sync.
And there's the kick. That's going to make it 27-6, a 21-point game. Oregon looking to hopefully get this one and score some points. What you really don't want to do is get this with 1 minute and 4 seconds left, 3-0 with it, because Ohio State's going to get it out of the half.
No, so
Not the best kickoff return.
So you've got a pocket full of timeouts. You've got 60 seconds. You just shown that you can put together a drive. Don't be afraid to use your timeouts. Get out of bounds. I think they can go and get points in.
I don't know. Some coach for later. As they throw over the middle again, middle still wide open. Isaiah Love back with 9 yards.
I think we might be starting to see the Love renaissance here.
Oh, man, you missed a shot. You had the Love train. As they throw over the middle, another good shot to Bob McRoberts. Yep, as they use their second timeout, they're going to have 1.
Now, unfortunately, Justin, some of us weren't born in the mid 1950s for Love Train.
Okay, that sounds like a you problem, not a me. It's Wilder deflects that one away.
Just sounds like old issues.
Get another shot at it.
No, absolutely.
This is why he gets no passes. Looking. Oh, slips the first guy, not the second. Loses 8. They're going to have to hurry up. They weren't taking their shot at it.
Well, it felt like Oregon started to have a little momentum, and it looks like all is not. Let's see if they try to play this conservative and not try to give too much time back to Ohio State.
Here it comes. They're going to throw the Hail Mary up. Chucks it deep. Oh, almost had a man as Corky Wilder gets it. Little night.
Now you're gonna give Ohio State ball back with pretty decent possession with 2 timeouts. Look to see if they get aggressive.
I wonder sometimes about that. Like, you let the clock run down, don't use your final timeout, and then take a shot and it's an incompletion. You basically took a timeout. If you're content with letting the clock run, I think you run it and try to get as much clock off or make them waste one of their 2.
Now
now
call,
it's 16 seconds. Go ahead.
That call seems very Brian Harsin, if you will.
Now with 16 seconds, they're going to get 2 shots at it. It's way too soon for that joke.
It's never too soon.
Come out 2 by 2. As Tyree throws outside. Can he get out of bounds?
No.
Stay in. They're going to be forced to use their timeout, 2nd and inches. Now they're going to take a couple of shots. Tyree got to throw the skirt. That's Emily Davis out of the backfield, I think. Yep, picks up 4 and a first. So now they're going to run to the line. They got 6 seconds. They got time for 1 shot to the sideline, and then, or not.
No.
They got time for 1 shot. As there's the Chuck. He's open. He gets out of bounds. But that's going to do it for the first half. Toss your 3s up in chat. We're going to transition you into the second half of this game and see who can come out on top. But right now, Ohio State has a commanding 21-point lead, 27-6. But that is nowhere near enough to feel safe in the CFSL. What do you think so far, Dom?
Honestly, I'm just trying to process the thought process. I'm trying to just process those last 2 drives. That just seemed like very poor time management personified, which unfortunately we do see time to time across the CFSL. So it's not just being targeted out here. But honestly, this game is quite plain and simple Ohio State dominance. Oregon's starting to find themselves a little bit late. Unfortunately, could it possibly be too late to matter? But you made a good point earlier. We've always seen crazier comebacks in this league. So it's never say never until the clock reads 000s in the 4th.
I mean, just ask UNC about coming into halftime with a big lead.
Valid.
You know, it's never too late. What you do like to see is Oregon cut into that deficit, that yardage deficit, because at one point it was like 200-something yards to like 28. So you got to get that back, kind of get that bridge or that gap bridged so that you can come out and make this game closer and do what you do. The only issue is Ohio State's fixing to get the ball.
Oh, if Oregon can come out here and demonstrate a stop, it'd be critical. And also, if you're Oregon, you got to think 14 yards at half, you've got to abandon the run. You're gonna have to lean on that passing game.
I don't know that you abandon it yet. I think you got to put Rolaski in better position because there's probably more yardage there. The sacks are causing some problems as they're going to bring it out to about the 26 to start it for Ohio State. Come out in that traditional ace package. Wow, halfback's going to fake going out. He's going to pick up a man, throws underneath, incomplete. Tyree now drops to 24 of 32.
Now, Ethan Flowers tried to go up the elevator to get that, but unfortunately just came back down empty-handed.
You come out 2 by 2 again. Back, fakes the handoff this time. And pass! Oh, no. Almost a pick, but just a deflection, as I know Ronnie James Jr. wants that back.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Just put a little fear into the heart.
Oh, no! As he just steamed up the middle as Ethan Flowers, 74 yards, says, I just need the one.
I would hate to say I don't think fear was indeed struck into the heart on that pass deflection. As soon as the words left my mouth, just absolutely took it to the crib. What a house call there for the young man Ethan Flowers.
I hear Flowers has an NIL deal with Mazda. Both their catchphrases are zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
There's the kick up. That's going to take it to a 34-6 point lead.
Hey, you know what, Justin? I think Chat's right. Luckily, he wasn't a Georgia player. Most of the places that would have been called a DUI.
Oh no! Oh no! The kickoff is away, not good. Oh, brings it out. They're going to get it about the 22. It's, Devontae Eastland for 23 yards. That joke could have only been faster with a little bit of baby oil. As Oregon comes out in the empty, throws up here to Eastland. He said, "You bring that out like that, I'll throw you the ball for 19." As speaking of zingers, I hear you got a zinger for us over from Twitch.
Yeah, sounds to me like we have a 1-yard touchdown run by Bo Yost, and the Hurricanes take a 28-14 lead. 6:30 left in the third.
Matthew Scott, about that, he's trying to catch Yost. You're going to come out in that tight 3 wide receiver set. 4 of them go out. They split off into levels. Theo Marcos picks up 5 yards. That's the first time we've got his name, and he is.
Yes, indeed it is. Theo Marcos, a little bit of an under-the-radar performance tonight.
He said, and I quote, "I just want to share the ball." As Dubois steps out and stays in too long, going to take another sack. 3rd and 13.
So, you know what? Coming into this game, Ohio State was really up there with sacks, and they're just showing why they get sacks like nobody else in the CFSL. Just TFL for TFL.
They'd just be dropping sacks everywhere. Looking, throws. Still open. They got it. I would think you lean on that as number 15. I lost. I switched the wrong sheet. Wrong sheet. Matthew Gully picks it up.
Yeah, Gully picks it up, but is met by Seth the Berlin Wall Berlin and just gets plummeted for the efforts on that first down.
That wall did not come down. Steps back, Dubois looking, plenty of time, throws underneath. Got Bob McRoberts for 2.
So, Bob McRoberts, a little low on production tonight, but has really been able to do the most with what little has had.
So you're saying he's effective. Looking, throws underneath. That's Gully for 9. Gully looking like a reliable target tonight, 7 for 59.
Hey, if they're not dropping passes and they're going to work with what they're given, hey, get it to them as much as you can. Find what works.
Always find the people who don't drop passes. Guess we know why you don't get it. As Eastland picks up 8.
A prime example, 3 receptions, 50 yards. That is doing the most with what little, especially when you're in a ball hog offense. Sometimes you have to do with what little you get.
As Dubois throws it over the middle again. That's big old Leo Manzo, 8 yards. That may be his first touch. It is.
That is Leo Manzo's first touch of the season. I had mentioned that going into the game that I really wanted to see Leo get his first one. And hats off to you, big fella. Have you a night.
It's not his first touch of the season. He has 2 catches for 20 yards, you goober.
My sheet shows zeros across the board. I do not have any stat for him registered.
That says 2 for 20.
Yeah, mine says nada. We're gonna go with what you have. You know what? There we go. Catch number 3. We're gonna stay positive about it.
As here comes Oregon again, looking to put Second and 18, though. Dubois throws out of the backfield. McRoberts picks up 8.
And you're now facing third and long. But meanwhile, ain't no third down to be converted over there on the Twitch because we have a 3-yard touchdown run for Bo Yost, his second score of the night, as the U is now up 35-14 on Vautech with 4:36 left in the third.
You looking, sitting, throwing, got a man. Oh no! As DJ Money deflects that one.
Wow, Money was absolutely not letting that cook whatsoever, forcing the Ducks to have to kick it.
Money just had too much change in his pocket. It weighed him down. Take it to a 34-9 game, 25-point difference now. What do you want to see here from Oregon's defense?
Continue to try to fight, try to get any hold any way you can. Ohio State is really talented and can spread that ball around. Heads are going to have to be on swivels, and shoulder pads are going to have to come cracking. This is now starting to get to that time where it might end up being too little too late if you let Ohio State build a drive. You're going to have to come out fighting and swinging early, try to get that ball back as much as possible.
Yeah, at some point you got to do something, as we see the highlight reel that is Ohio State right now in this game, giving us our 34-9 score. If you're Oregon, you just gotta answer at some point. Your defense has got to stop. You got to get that stop.
Absolutely.
As they come out here at the 25, 26, 27. Showing off my counting skills. Count Chocula will be proud. Throw. Oh, no. That is not what we were talking about. As our boy Lincoln Martin just says, nah, I'm just going to go ahead and take this 73 yards to the house.
Well, Justin, let's be honest. Sometimes when it rains, it pours. And sometimes this just kind of feels like Hurricane Milton right now.
Yeah, as Tyree is just absolutely destroying this secondary. Just finding the guy that's open and giving it to him and letting him work.
Surely you're not calling the defense Tropicana Field right now, are you?
41-9 is your score. Eastland's going to bring it out for a 20-yard return. You're going to pick about 19.
Well, let's see if Oregon can come out here, kind of build, and I mean, they got points on their last possession. Three is not going to work when Ohio State just showed that they are capable of scoring at will. You're going to have to come out here and you have to find the end zone somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. As Ohio State's going to now try to get near that illustrious rule that we all know and love. Single back, 2x1. Oregon looking to fight that off. Throws underneath. Picks up Bliss Jr. for 8 yards. First or second? Second catch.
Second catch.
I knew he hadn't caught very many. Got him out. Snap. Look. Throw. Incomplete as he throws it off his back foot. Never gave himself a chance on that one.
You know, Justin, what I like is even though it's not going good in the game, at least the Oregon fans in chat are still fighting with positivity.
Oregon's winning the chat conversation as he throws underneath. Bob McRoberts is going to pick up 10.
Good hands for McRoberts to hold on to that while absolutely getting derailed on that shot.
The Whopper doesn't make his hands look small. Throws underneath. Quick seam route. Leo Manzo picks up 7.
Well, that's 2 for the night, apparently bringing the total up to 4 on the season.
See, he's hit his season total tonight. Oh, as Dubois looks at the man coming, but just can't do it.
Kind of feel like this offense has been a story of 2 steps forward and 10 yards back tonight.
Now my thing says Leo Manzo has 1 catch for 11 yards.
I'm not crazy now, am I?
This thing's going nuts. It's changed.
It's spooky season.
It is Halloween. As the throw goes underneath to picks up 7. Oh! You gotta give us the heads up on that one, producer. We didn't know you fixed anything.
You know
working
our
overtime.
producers always work in silence. They're like our ninjas.
No, I didn't see you on the page. I was not paying attention. As the return now for Ethan Flowers, 12 yards.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's just be honest. If you're Ohio State, there's not much really we can really say up in the booth. Just come out and keep doing your thing, player. Y'all are handling business as you should.
Yeah, just keep doing what you've been doing all night. Oregon's still looking for that first stop as Tyree pulls the ball. Wind up picking up 5.
And do as you please like you have all night indeed as Tyree takes off again for another good chunk run.
Why are we blaming Tyree for this? But before you tell me why we're blaming Tyree, Dom, what do you got for us?
Yeah, we got a 5-yard touchdown run for Bo Yost, his 3rd of the night. Yost making his claim for Offensive Player of the Week, with Miami now up 42-14, 119 on 3rd.
I'm just going to have to do better. Have to do better.
I mean, sounds like a skill issue. Just do better.
I mean, you know, as a Offensive Player of the Year, skill seems to not be the problem. As 2 wide receivers go out, as he goes deep again. Oh, no! He got too greedy. That's number 8. What?
Tyree had too much dip on his chip, felt himself, and had to show a little bit of inaccuracy. Just a beautiful cut there on that by Carter Smart.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me it was out or something. No, Carter Smart just stepped right in front of that one. And he just took it. As Dubois back again. Throws. And was that caught? Yeah, goalie keeps it in his hands for 6. It didn't, kind of gave that weird like angle like they dropped it.
Well, now this drive has got to be the pressure drive. You have to come out here and show out on this possession.
Yeah, you got to turnovers for Oregon have to be points. As he throws to Dubois throws. Oh, they say he's out of bounds. No catch.
I don't know. I want to look at that, and I think the booth's making the right call.
That challenge flag came out real early.
Yeah, there was no Belichick delay to it. No, that looks in.
Well, we're gonna see. My eyesight's not near as good as it used to be.
And they
reverse it. It will now be 1.5. Looking. Oh no! As Dubois just doesn't even see him coming. Stork picks up his first sack of the night.
Well, 3rd tackle on the night for him, and just Oregon with just repeated shots to their own foot and wondering who to blame. You got 3rd and 1. You can try to fight for a yard on the ground at least. I don't know about dropping back 8 steps for a pass.
And nothing comes from the interception. Now their defense back on the field quickly. As Ethan Flowers brings it back for 11.
Well, fortunately, the last two possessions Ohio State have been very brief, so at least the Oregon defense is going to be rested for this possession.
Ooh, I don't know if they're rested yet. Arrested. As the John Don picks up 8.
7 receptions for 82 yards, averaging 11.7. What a beautiful night for a tight end.
Yeah, I just wish I had a tight end that averaged 11 yards a clip.
I'm sure you have a tight end that wishes he'd be targeted 11 times.
He hasn't been targeted 11 times. He's just averaging 11 yards.
No, I want to be targeted 11 times.
Oh, man. As Tyree steps back, throws underneath. That's 3 yards. Is that Hardens? No, Hardens sneakily got 3 catches.
Yeah, no, Hardens. When you're spreading the ball as well as Ohio State is, a lot of players can feel under the radar tonight.
As Tyree takes it. Oh, he almost, if he doesn't slow at 19 yards in a first, I just got a message from our producer. You've actually been targeted 23 times on the year.
So what? 6 games in. That's almost four a game. Yikes.
I'm pretty sure ours has to be wrong. There's no way. There's no. Morningstar has the exact same stats. As the flag comes out, it's going to be a false start for Ohio State.
An unfortunate mental error there for Ohio State.
Somebody catches for 190 yards. Oh, they're going to split out trips to the top. Tyree looking, Tyree throwing. Same pass that was intercepted a minute ago, as this one's incomplete.
Hey, I like the confidence to go back to the throw. Just because it doesn't work once, don't mean you don't go back to it.
I think he's backfield in his car. As the handoff goes to the backup running back. I keep switching sheets by accident somehow. As Crenshaw takes it. Going to bring up 3rd and 7. The blowout broadcast bar field. Throws underneath. Oh, what a freaking set of hands by Mosley, man. It just reaches in there and says, no, sir.
You know, Justin, I have mentioned that a few times here and there that it seems like if you hear me on the booth on Thursday nights, you're either going to be really happy to hear me or you're really going to be over me by halftime. Seems to be no in between.
I'm trying to think that you didn't call our Thursday game, did you?
No, I did not call. I don't think we played Thursday.
No, that's what I just said. Thursday game. As now Ohio State looking to keep control. Minute left in the third. Oregon just looking for something that works right now.
You know, that's a petition we need to push. We need to push for a Thursday night game. I'd be on it.
I don't know if I'm going to risk it with our Kentucky and Alabama. And your record. As the throw goes over the middle to Gully there, as he goes on a long 10-yard drag, picks up the first.
So Gully almost hitting double-digit receptions, and that's a night you want to see if you're a wide receiver.
On the Gully's got 20 catches for 268, so he's almost halfway to his total receptions on the year in tonight's game. As Dubois steps back, throws one deep, man wide open. That's incomplete.
Oh, they're going to stay out of bounds.
Wow. No challenge flag as Trips decides to keep it in his pocket. That's a first for him. Throws over the middle. The middle was there. Got a little bit too much mustard on it. Threw it too high. As I hear you got an update for us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got a 16-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Irvin, his second on the night. Miami goes up 49-14 with 7:11 in the fourth.
I'm pretty sure we do too, because that's what's written down. As Dubois gets smoked. Man, Cameron Lucas gets his first. Everybody's getting a sack. It's like Oprah Winfrey out there for the Ohio State defense. You get a sack.
I mean, if you look at the stat sheet, you've got Diamond with the sack, you have Stork with the sack, McDuffie with the sack, Berlin's got one, Money's got one, Davis has one, Schultz has a couple. That defense is just giving sacks out to everybody.
I'm telling you, Oprah's out there. Hey, Kate, I see you out there. How you doing, buddy? I always saw you. I just was looking for a good time to sneak it in. As Ethan Flowers brings it back for 9. Now they're going to come out in the empty set, refusing. They're all gas. 6 seconds left. They're going to get one play off. As Tyree gets sacked, he loses 8. 2nd and 18. Some down marker and 18 has been popular tonight. I don't know how many times we've seen it. We've seen 2nd and 18, 3rd and 18, 4th and 18, multiple times each.
No, absolutely.
As we take it to the end of the third quarter, the score is 41-9 heading into the fourth. Ohio State trying to hold on for the win, not trying very hard. They're just kind of cruising. Don't miss this exciting conclusion. You're on PX1 Sports on YouTube with yours truly, Beard, and Dominic Barfield, the two sexiest broadcasters alive. Throw over the middle. Got a man wide open as Corbin Harden bobs and weaves after the catch for 17.
What's it? And there again, another perfect example of another player with another quiet night. Ohio State is just imposing their will at this point. There's nobody really just standing out because everybody's just up just about getting equal footing across the board.
Yeah, Ohio State doesn't have any one person just being the standout other than Tyree. Everybody else is just playing. Hugging the machinist. He's got blockers, and he's got running. He gets 19 again. That's his favorite rushing number 2 is 19.
Sounds like that. That's not the first time we've seen him rush for 19 yards tonight, is it?
Nah, I'm starting to see some common themes here. It's scripted. I'm totally kidding. That's a joke. Before anybody says anything, that's a joke.
And unfortunately, Tyree looks like he almost outran his course of blockers.
Yeah, you know what? You know who doesn't outrun their blockers? Me, because I have 60 speed. Tyree comes out in the empty set, throws over the middle again. Got John Don. He's got blockers. If he can break a couple, he can't. But he's gonna get first and goal.
And Juan Don himself with a triple-digit night. For a lonely tight end to never see triple digits, have yourself a game, young man. '93 and '96.
Single back, pistol formation. He hands it off. Emily's going to try to get her first score. She's going to pick up 4, bring it up 2nd and 6. So, second goal from the 6th.
You know what? Emily Davis really does deserve a touchdown. Only one coming into this game. Crenshaw kind of sneaking a couple, with Tyree also taking the majority.
He's going to throw this one to a wide open John Don 4-yard touchdown. I believe that's his second on the night.
And I'll tell you, that's an unfamiliar sight. A wide open tight end in the middle of the end zone, no man on him. Just living the tight end dream for all of us out here. Just beautiful sure hands.
6-play, 58-yard drive is going to lead to 48-9, a 39-point lead now.
Now, unfortunately, you have to start having the talk about the dreaded rule we all know.
You need one more, at least a field goal. Don't you speak that into that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. As Eastland brings it out 31 yards. Great return.
Actually, need a little bit more than a field goal. Isn't it 50, not 40?
It is, but a field goal puts it into about one score.
Valid.
So over the middle, Oregon going to pick up a first. That's Bob McRoberts again.
That Ohio State, I mean, they're hats off to them. They're still clawing and fighting for this.
Fakes the handoff. Dubois throws. Oh, that's a dangerous throw, but Isaiah Love Jr. comes back and picks it up as he picks up the Tony 10 second inches.
That pass seems to be our sketchy choice for the night. Both sides now committing to that.
Speaking of sketchy, another QB stealing run for you to talk about. Woo! Oh.
Well, speaking of getting
that back.
Speaking of getting sketchy, over there on Twitch, we have a 3-yard touchdown run for Lisa Pink, and Miami extends their lead again, 56-14, 4:29 left.
Did you just steal my transition that I tried to transition for you and then say it again?
It always works better when the second person says it.
Oh, is that what she said?
Joke's on you.
4-2. Oregon gonna go for it. Kind of have to. There's no choice here. Everybody splits out. Everybody runs. But Dubois, as has been the story of tonight, held it too long and takes another sack.
No, unfortunately, even if you're going to have time in the pocket, you can't sit there and burp it all night. You're going to have to make a choice and get it out. Too many sacks on the night, and that just demonstrates why the score is what it is. Execution on all three facets by Ohio State.
That's a walk-on getting a sack. Everybody's getting sacks.
No kidding.
This is the Ohio State Tea Party. 5-yard reception for Corbin Harden. As Corbin Harden was the one who laid out, wasn't he, for that? No, it wasn't Corbin Harden. That was Kane Hargrave. Almost had that interception, but Corbin Harden's going to get a 5-yard catch. Tyree tries to scramble out, scrambles right, coming, scrambles right into an Oregon defender as A.J. Lucier wraps him up and finishes it off. The initial hit was there by Carter Smart as the cornerback blitz almost got him from the backside.
Oh, unfortunately, this is the story that all good mobile, and I'm gonna put some hyphens around mobile quarterbacks. You ain't gonna get out of every single run attempt.
You're gonna air quote the mobile?
Yes.
I ain't never accused myself of being fast. As John Don gets a great little catch, 2 yards, but it's gonna bring up 4th and 10.
Oh, it's okay. You'll be pleased to know that we changed the speed option in our playbook to just the option.
Hey, if it works, it works. Kick is away. It's going to come out to the 20. Oregon still has a little bit of life, but it's going to pass.
Oregon's got life. Unfortunately, we're going to see what type of life it is.
They are on life support.
That was where I was trying to not immediately say that out loud.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
Hey, you gotta give something for the Oregon fans to go away happy with.
Oregon, what I would go away with is your locker room. If your locker room's anything like game day chat, there's a lot of promise coming from this Oregon team. Just stick with it. Keep going. Every year, but just stick with what you've been doing and grow your team. As Dubois steps back, throws, got a man wide open. Can he take it the whole way? That's what I meant by score fast. Oh, Matthew Gully, 51 yards, just needs to be a little bit faster.
No, but I think we can both agree that Gully is absolutely the standout player for this offense tonight.
He should probably be the offensive player of the week for Oregon.
And it's not close.
Well, I don't know. You probably have an argument for Dubois, but gonna come out. Back goes out. He's gonna throw it again. Got a man. How is that not a touchdown?
How are they ruling him short? What?
He fell into the end zone.
Was there a knee down we didn't see?
That's the CFSL.
Oh, yeah.
It was, but he still broke.
And they're not even going to look at it.
That's the CFSL math. Now you hand it to Rolaski and just let him do his thing, as that's exactly what they do. He gets a 0-yard touchdown run.
You know what?
Yards for you.
You know what? It's a stat no matter how you cut it.
I actually had a game one time when I was first playing quarterback at Texas. I had like 3 rushing touchdowns for 1 yard. It was hilarious. As the Oregon Ducks cut the lead, just refusing to quit. Now they're going to go for the... Can they get it back? Can the Cinderella story continue? They got it! They got it! Yes!
You know what, Justin? I've had the pleasure of calling a couple of games this season where multiple onside have been recovered. Keep an eye peeled.
I'm not Ohio State. I just love it when like crazy, stupid stuff happens. As the over the middle Isaiah Love Jr. Isaiah Love back in the game again. Took a break.
Well, I mean, to be fair there, Justin. I mean, can you be a fan of the sport if you don't love the chaos?
I love chaos. Unless we're exactly how it was planned. Devontae Eastling's going to pick up 9, second one, gets out of bounds. Doesn't matter, though, because in college, the clock doesn't stop until 2 minutes.
So chaos is what we're calling the natty. Gotcha.
No, we don't speak of that. Oh, no.
But you know what we do talk about? another Ohio State sack on the night. That's McDuffie's third sack solo.
Yeah, dude, bull rushed poor little 65. He didn't have a chance. And when I say little, I mean like 6'5", 285, 65.
Yeah, at some point it just feels like bullying, doesn't it?
Yeah, at some point we gotta protect the kids. There's the throw over the middle. That's gonna be Eastland for 10. Don't look now, but Dubois seems to have found his throwing motion and his momentum, or his mojo. Two by one. Back out of the backfield. Gonna hold it. Oh, good call. Throws it away. Live to fight another day.
You know, Justin, I'm going to go back to that stat just because it took my brain a second to function. We put out bumper stickers for 7 sacks. What do we do for this?
Ooh. There's the snap.
Number 54 at the 24-yard line.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 4.
But, you know, again, hats off to Oregon for just not going away. They're fighting.
Absolutely. They're gonna hand. It's not Roloski. That's number 7. No, it is Roloski. Why not? He looked different for a second for some reason.
I'm glad it wasn't just you, because I also thought that was a walk-on as well. I was concerned.
He just looked different. It's like he put on an extra sleeve or something, and I didn't recognize him first. Or my brain just didn't work. That's probably the more likely scenario. But now there's a walk-on, but they're going to hand it off to the fullback, number 87, Leo Manzo.
Tight end in the fullback position. Love to see it.
There's a lot of come out in the power eye. Oh no, can't have that. Number 57, what are you doing?
Just add the mental mistakes onto the bucket list for tonight.
What really happened is they wanted to give Roloski a break so he could come back out, but he has not come back out. Dubois looking, throws. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no for somebody.
Oh, it was like, oh no
and
for one.
40.
You're
30,
celebrating.
20, 10. Touchdown! Buckeyes! Dubois makes a very big mental mistake as Kane Hargrave, been trying to get one all night, finally gets one and gets the one he really wanted, takes it to the house.
No kidding. Absolutely took that back like a bad Christmas present.
Yeah, but he wants to keep that ball, I'm sure.
Oh,
I believe that is his first touchdown of the season. As a sophomore, it could be his first touchdown ever. Waiting on the clarification. That's going to take it 55-16. Back to a 39-point game.
Yes, that is the first touchdown on the season for Kane Hargrave. And I
know it's the first one of the season. I thought
you were confirming for both season and career.
No. I've got the season sheet. Well, I say that. It's let us down so far.
It hasn't let us down. Our education down here has let us down.
We're here to pick on me and my play-by-play. When Oregon comes out the 2-by-1, single tight end to the top, they're going to hand off to Rolaski. He's going to take it. He stiff arms his own man to get hit out of the way. Picks up 10 and a first. I guess Ware has to have some kind of moral victory in his pocket because it for sure is not going to ever happen on week 8. Trips to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Man in motion, going to bring it back to that ace 2-by-2. Throws underneath. Manzo picks up 4, second 6.
You know, it's funny you mentioned week 8 there, Justin. I've heard a little rumbling that the mercy rule is favorited for week 8.
Ooh, I taught Ware everything he knows, so it's okay. Throw underneath. Oh, wow, Marcos catches that.
Just toe drag swag.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Marcos' first catch of the night, isn't it?
No.
As he sneaks in from cornerback. Second catch of the night, as he sneaks in several times apparently from cornerback. Let's not talk about. Oh, he's kicks away. Tries to angle this one to the corner. No return. As we get down to a minute 38, 55-16, your current score. Ohio State in utter control. Oregon looking and just not sure what yet.
I know. Well, hold on. There's still time on the clock. As long as there's time on the clock, you can believe in a comeback.
I believe in that comeback. Unfortunately, I love Oregon and I love Trips, but I believe in that comeback as much as I believe that Ware's a good AD at Alabama. Bree just pulls it and goes 12.
I was just going to say that's about as good as a chance as an Auburn fan being happy on Saturday this season.
I'll be happy this Saturday. It's bye week.
We're still favored to lose.
You're going to hand it off to Emily. He almost breaks loose, but he's going to lose 4. They're just trying to crush the clock.
Carson Black just absolutely just latched on, was not letting go. I don't think Ohio State's going to mind. This is all just formality at this point.
That's
13 seconds. Emily Davis, 8 rushes, 15 yards, 1.9. Not what she wanted. That's going to do it. That's all zeros on the clock. Your final score, Ohio 5, Oregon 16. Not the day the Ducks were hoping for. It was the day that Ohio State was hoping for. What do you got for me, Dom? Break it down. Tell me what you think and tell me what happened.
I'll just make it short, sweet, to the point. Utter domination. Ohio State did as they pleased in all 3 facets of the game. Ducks were left spinning. Plenty of work to work on as we round out the season for the Ducks and look into their season next year.
That is true. This was everything we thought it might be for somebody when you're calling a game. It happens to the best of us. Keep building. Keep driving. Thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters, our associate producer, Austin Crow, my broadcast partner, Dominic Barfield, for tonight's action. And on behalf of the broadcast crew, I'm Beard, and you've been watching PX1 Sports Pro NCAA League on YouTube. You'll see us at 8:45. Come back. We have Clemson at Notre Dame. It's going to be a good one. We're excited to see you. Everybody be safe.